Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Titus Build-A-Figure Wave Nova Figure Review. Let's do it.
I ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
And a quick look at the side paneling. The artwork there is the same on both sides. There are 7 figures in total in this wave. You have 8 to complete the case. There are 2 Star-Lords per case. No Build-A-Figure part with Star-Lord. You just need the remaining 7 to complete the Titus Build-A-Figure. So I got Kid Nova, aka Sam Alexander, out of the package, and I think this is a good figure. It's a solid figure. It's one that I'm finally happy to own. I'm really excited to finally put together what I call my little big 3, which is Kid Nova, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. And what I really like about those 3 characters is their diversity. Sam is half white and half Hispanic, if I'm not mistaken. Miles Morales is half black, half Hispanic, and Kamala Khan is a Pakistani Muslim. And real quick, let me just go over his bio on the back of the box. It reads, Sam Alexander searches the galaxy for his father as Nova Centurion Nova. So yeah, Sam Alexander's father was a former Nova Corps member, and he finds out that his father was a former member, and he goes in search of his father, and he joins the Avengers and this and that. And character's been around since about 2011. But they really pushed him to the forefront with the other 2 characters I mentioned, Kamala Khan and Miles Morales Spidey, when they joined the all-new, all-different Avengers team. In terms of accessories, he comes with the torso for the Titus Build-A-Figure, and he also comes with this little guy too, which, believe it or not, is a Nova Corps member, and I believe the pronunciation is Flish, Phlish, if I'm not mistaken. And his appearance in the comic books was pretty short-lived, literally, because I think he got killed, if I'm not mistaken. But that was a nice little pack-in. I would have preferred some extra hands, though. So taking a closer look at Nova, and it looks like this is the same buck that they used for Miles Morales Spider-Man and the Ultimate Peter Parker Spider-Man. And it looks like they may have just done some different sculpting on the torso, or maybe the torso is a bit different, but the base body is still the same, and I like to see them using that teenage buck or that kid buck. I'm wondering who else they may be able to tackle on that buck. But yeah, this looks pretty good. The paint job on mine is okay. I've heard some horror stories with this particular figure, and it might be a little difficult trying to find a really good version, being that he is only 1 per case. But you got the blue and the gold is pretty bold. It looks good. I really like how the eyes look to be glowing a bit, and this red insignia here on his helmet looks good. The paintwork is okay. There is a few little mishaps here. You got some blue showing up in the gold here, and a little bit of bleeding on the gauntlets here. But for the most part, it's a solid looking figure, and the paint job is decent. Nice range of motion on this guy. He does have pretty good articulation. The head is on a ball joint. It will look down just about that far. It'll look up just about that far, which is a nice range considering that he is a flyer. You do want his head to be able to look up pretty far. Not going to really get too much pivot. It'll pivot a little bit, turn left and right, do a full 360. You have no problem actually moving the head around. The shoulders will come up pretty far, considering this looks like it could be hindered by the shoulders, but it's actually a smooth transition getting it up, so it's not bad at all. Full 360, upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. You do get a wrist swivel and a hinge. You do get rotation at the waist, decent ab crunch going forward, and a decent ab crunch going back, and that added articulation here in the upper torso as far as going back. Coupled with the head going back, you'll get him in some decent flying poses, so that's great. T-joint at the pelvis, legs will go up just about that far. They'll go back just about that far. See what the splits look like. Pretty decent on the splits, that looks good. Upper thigh rotation, double jointed knee. You get rotation at the upper boot. You do get a hinge and a pivot on the foot. This joint is kind of tight, but the hinge and the pivot is there. I see a little paint imperfection right here on the foot that I didn't catch before as well. So that's a little disappointing, but a very nice range of motion overall, especially for this little guy. I want Hasbro to stop saying that they can't give slender females this same articulation. So a little size comparison, got my little big 3 here, and like I said, I do believe that the mold for Miles Morales and Ultimate Peter Parker and Kid Nova here is pretty much the same. Looks like they just did a little extra sculpting on the chest for Kid Nova, but I think these 3 look really, really nice together. They all almost the same height. And there's Richard Rider Nova next to Sam Alexander Nova. And there's Flish on the dumpster on the left. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then there's Vance Astro to Nova's right. And then we have the first movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket Raccoon. So definitely a cool figure. I do like the way Kid Nova came out. It's not really much to him, not much intricacy or anything. It's a pretty basic design, but it is a nice figure in terms of articulation, and it is getting us very close to rounding out our all new, all different Avengers. Recently at Toy Fair, they just showed images of the Lady Thor figure, so all we need is the most recent Iron Man armor, and we will have the full team and figure forms. Stay tuned for the next review of the next figure in this wave. I have quite a few reviews coming down the pipeline, and definitely some exclusive things from Toy Fair 2017. So check the description below for links to those videos. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
That's crispy.